Coming up next on Good Morning El Paso, police investigating a stabbing that happened overnight. The latest details from our round-the-clock crew.
Trying to keep the memory of her daughter alive, an El Paso mother is starting a foundation after her daughter dies from a rare disease.
We are going to have strong borders. We are going to build the wall.
Protests and violence outside a Donald Trump rally. I'm ABC's Kenneth Moten with the latest coming up, plus new attacks on Ted Cruz from a former Speaker of the House.
Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC 7's Good Morning El Paso.
Rise and shine. Very good morning to you, El Paso, Las Cruces, and Juarez. I'm Stephanie Valle.
And I'm Hillary Floren. Happy Friday, everyone. Let's get that weekend forecast.
Yes, and hi, meteorologist Crystal Cly.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Very happy Friday. We have made it to the end of your work week, and we have made it to the last day where we have to call for windy weather. Then things start to die down more into the breezy category. So there's some good news for us. Let's take a look at your conditions this morning. These are on our ABC 7 Storm Track WeatherNet sites. Temperatures across the map if you're heading out the door of Fabens Elementary School in that area. 56 your temperature, 58 North Star Elementary, and 60 at St. Pius School. Rosa Guerrero Elementary sitting at 56 degrees. These temperatures, honestly, with winds up a bit this morning, do feel a little cool, a slight chill in the air. You may want a very light jacket that you'll take off a bit later today. Temperatures today, though, not going to be as warm as yesterday. Winds still up. We're at 14 miles per hour in El Paso, 12 TRC, just 9 Las Cruces, and 36 at the Pass. In just a few minutes, we are going to talk more about how high winds go today and the rest of the details on your Friday.
All right, looking forward to it. Thanks so much, Crystal. And now, starting with round-the-clock coverage, one person is critically injured after a stabbing that happened overnight. It happened in central El Paso on Wyoming Avenue near Willow around 10 p.m. We have video from our round-the-clock crew. Emergency dispatchers say one person was taken to UMC with serious injuries. No word on any arrests.
A wild night in the race for the White House. GOP frontrunner Donald Trump was met with massive protests during his first primary rally in California. And former House Speaker John Boehner is comparing another Republican contender to the devil. ABC's Kenneth Moten has the latest. It's your voice, your vote.
Overnight, stop Trump demonstrators in the streets of Orange County, California.
I love this state.
Inside the Pacific Amphitheater in Costa Mesa, the GOP frontrunner rallied thousands. Outside, protests turned ugly. A Trump supporter pulled out of his car and beaten. Donuts in the street, people on cop cars, police in riot gear working to keep control as people waving Mexican flags protested Donald Trump's stance on immigration.
We are going to have strong borders. We are going to build the wall.
It was Trump's first stop in California, which votes in June, but the next battle is in Indiana.
We are at the edge of a cliff staring downward.
Republican rival Ted Cruz needs a win Tuesday, but the attacks against him keep coming, even from former House Speaker John Boehner, who told Stanford University students what he really thinks of Cruz.
Ted Cruz. Lucifer in the flesh.
On the Democratic side, fewer fireworks. Hillary Clinton has been fundraising off Trump's remarks that she's playing the woman's card, sending an actual card for donations. Speaking of money, rival Bernie Sanders was in Oregon, again hammering away at Clinton.
You can't be for Wall Street and for the working people of this country.
And it was the alliance that was over before it started. Ted Cruz and John Kasich say they have no alliance to stop Trump. They just agreed on where to focus resources to help their chances. Kenneth Moten, ABC News, Washington.
New this morning, an El Paso mother is starting a foundation in the name of her 13-year-old daughter who died a month ago from a very rare disease. Good morning, El Paso's Denise Olivas has her story. Denise.
Good morning, Hillary. Socorro Herrera lost her daughter about a month ago, and it took weeks and countless tests for doctors to diagnose 13-year-old Eileen Burkett with HLH. HLH causes the immune system to work abnormally. The white blood cells attack other blood cells, sometimes causing organs to enlarge. Eileen was athletic and energetic, and we also spoke with her teammates who are coping with the loss.
She was one of my best friends, and it was very hard to find out that she was passed on.
And the rest of the El Paso Soul volleyball team are also, they talk about Eileen every day, and they even wear jerseys with Eileen's number 17 and remember their teammate who had a passion for volleyball. Eileen's mother says that her symptoms became noticeable in January with skin rashes, joint pain, extreme fatigue, and prolonged fever, just some of the symptoms of HLH. Eileen underwent one of the treatments of the disease, chemotherapy, and it was followed by complications including an enlarged liver. Socorro Herrera says the disease was not caught in time.
The good cells become bad cells and destroyed everything. So if you don't cut it on time, for her it was the day before she passed away.
And in Eileen's case, HLH may have been hereditary. HLH can also be acquired as well. And now Herrera is starting the Eileen Burkett HLH Foundation to inform parents about the signs to look out for. And she even wants you to call her if you have any questions or just want to be involved in the foundation. The number on your screen, 346-7631. Stephanie, back to you.
All right, Denise, such a sad story. Thank you. And now continuing our complete coverage of the EPIC cheating scandal. 4 of the people accused have posted bond and are out of jail, but one former administrator is still in custody. Jail records show federal agents have released former EPIC Associate Superintendent Damon Murphy after he posted bond. Also released, former Austin High School Principal John Tanner, former Austin Assistant Principal Mark Tegmeyer, and current Silva Magnet Assistant Principal Nancy Love. Records state former Austin Assistant Principal Diane Thomas was, quote, released to another agency. The ABC7i team is trying to figure out which agency has her in custody. And we will have more details about the investigation coming up later on Good Morning El Paso, including who else could be charged. And you can also follow our coverage on our website, KVIA.com.
And it's 6:07, time for weather and traffic on the 7s right now.
And Crystal Cly is standing by with a look at our forecast.
Good morning, everyone. Let's talk all about your Friday. As you get ready to head out the door for work, school, or anything else, your threat tracker for today, it looks a lot better than it has this past week. Still going to be at a medium level threat for high winds, as we do expect some gusty conditions this afternoon, but blowing dust more at that low to moderate level, as we aren't expecting much, if any, blowing dust. If we do see anything, it'll be very patchy and light in nature, especially compared to what we saw Monday, Tuesday, and even yesterday. Here is our planner for today. Sunny conditions throughout, a little breezy through the morning, then windy through the afternoon, gusts up to 35 miles per hour. Temperatures were at 69 noon, and a high today capping at 75 degrees. So no 80s like we saw yesterday, but we do get back there. We'll take a look at that on your 7-day forecast coming up in about 10 minutes.
All right, thanks so much, Crystal. A live look at traffic right now. Loop 375 south of Montana looking nice and clear out there. We've been monitoring traffic all morning long. No problems to tell you about. We do have a traffic alert to mention on the west side starting this morning at 9 a.m. until 4 o'clock this afternoon. The I-10 East exit ramp at Mesa will be completely closed. This is a daytime closure. The same closure earlier this week that caused quite a bit of traffic in that area, so you will want to exit at Red Road or at Sunland Park if you can. And give yourself a little extra time, of course. Crews are laying asphalt for the Go 10 project right there in that area. Steph?
All right, thanks, Hillary. And coming up on Good Morning El Paso, a disturbing case of child abuse out of Las Cruces. The details from our New Mexico mobile newsroom. Also in New Mexico, a school administrator accused of molesting a student. What court documents reveal about how long the abuse was happening. It is 6:08. This is ABC 7, where news comes first.